Good afternoon folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's safe, hope everybody's well, and welcome to another video. So today then we're talking EDC, and for the uninitiated, EDC stands for Every Day Carry. Now I haven't done an EDC vid now for somewhere between 2 and 3 years, and the last one I did was probably around the time of the C word. So anyway, now is an opportune time just to bring you guys and gals up to date with what I now carry on an everyday basis, and this is for summer 2024. I'll just spin the camera around. So first up then is the new mobile phone. Now this is actually a refurbished phone from Back Market. Got it for half what the price would cost if it was bought new. This is a Google Pixel 7 Pro. Now this is the most expensive phone I've ever purchased, and certainly the most sophisticated. I'd previously used some basic Samsung Android phones, but I wanted something with more memory and a much better camera. The memory was important because everything seems to be controlled by apps these days, and therefore that was a major consideration. And also I wanted something with a much better camera, and these are renowned to have excellent cameras. So basically this would negate the need to carry a GoPro with me everywhere I went, which I was getting into the habit of doing. So basically this is my new phone, and very happy indeed with that. This phone then is protected by the Spigen tough armoured case. There's different types of cases by Spigen. This is very good, it fits absolutely perfectly. Now I also have the Spigen NeoFlex screen protectors. Now these are film, little film things you put on top of the screen, and I don't recommend them, to be honest with you. Now they are an absolute doddle to fix, but they're not very durable at all. I mean, we can see I've got a bit of a nick there, look. And this only happened the other day actually, because I scratched the phone against some keys, and this didn't really provide any protection whatsoever. It just tears very, very easily. So anyway, I wouldn't recommend these. I've got a spare one in the box. But anyway, that's a Spigen NeoFlex screen protector. Now on the back here, I went for the Spigen Optics tempered glass lens protector, so that protects the camera at the back there. That's tempered glass, it's going to be far more durable. So that's the phone out of the way. So the next change to my EDC then is a wallet. So I wanted something far more slimline to what I was using. It needed to be less bulky and also have an RFID signal blocking capability. It also needed to accommodate at least 6 cards, a driving license and a little tiny bit of cash. Now it becomes very clear when you start researching these that there are an absolute plethora of different choices out there. They're made of different materials, you know, they have different mechanisms for dispensing cards, different colours and all sorts of things. So it took a little bit of time to find exactly what I wanted. But anyway, look, I ended up with this little fella here. This is now not, the name on this is PIRNA, P-I-R-N-A. Now I'm not sure whether that's the name of the manufacturer or just the brand name, I don't know. It's got this sort of like carbon fibre type finish on here. Look, it's in black, cost about 10 quid from Amazon, absolutely fantastic. Driving license, a couple of cards in there. Look, you've got another little slot, you've got one in the middle there. Look, just put a little bit of cash in there, no big deal. Another one there, look, and you can fit 3 cards here. I've put a little bit of gaffer tape over here. They just have a little slot, look, which just enables you to put your thumb in there just to push up the card. So that's my wallet. Now next up then we have my watch. Now I have a variety of watches, but the one which is by far my favourite is this one here, look, and this is a Citizen Super Tough Eco Drive watch. Now I always wear a watch whether I'm outside or indoors. It's just one of those habits I've got into. This is an absolutely fantastic watch and an absolute bargain for the money it costs as well. Now, this is made completely of titanium. So that's the bracelet and the case itself. The screen here is sapphire glass. It has a really nice adjustable bracelet, and some people complain, oh, it's a little bit tinny. Well, you know, for the amount of money you have to pay for one of these to get one, it's an absolute bargain. So, you know, you can't expect premium quality stuff on a watch like this, can you? And the other thing about this is the fact that it's 300 meters water resistant. So this is an absolutely perfect EDC watch for when you're out and about, whether or not you're on the beach or in the woods. So that's my EDC watch. Absolutely highly recommend and loving it. Now, keys. We all have keys, don't we? Now, I do try on a regular basis just to pare down the amount of keys I take with me, but it gets to a point whereby, you know, I need keys for so many different things. I've managed to get it down to the bare minimum, but it does look a mess. It does look excessive, and you know, I get a bit fed up, if I'm completely honest, carrying all these keys around with me. But you know, it is what it is. If I need to keep them with me, then so be it. However, the most important thing I wanted to share with you are these here, look, these pouches. So these are RFID signal blocking pouches. Now these I purchased from Halfords. You can buy this sort of thing absolutely anywhere, but I find that these are very reasonable price indeed. They do come in different sizes, a couple of different colours. So why would you need to buy one of these? Well, these are to protect your key fobs, trackers, phones, that sort of stuff. So, and they're also very expensive, and what they actually do, they prevent the thieves from scanning the RF signals which are emitted by your key fobs, and they stop them nicking your key fob ID to nick your stuff. So for example, with my van, my minibus, you know, if I put this inside that pouch, then thieves can't they can't scan the RF signals which this sends. And also with my tracker on my quad, and also have one on my trailer. So basically you put these fobs inside these, they act like little tiny Faraday cages, and thieves will not be able to basically nick your RFID and use it to pinch your stuff. So these are absolutely essential, and I would highly recommend these. Basically, if you have a key fob to lock or unlock your car, or indeed anything else, you do need to make sure you keep them in one of those. So I'll either have one or two of these on me depending on what I'm traveling with at the time. So the next big change then is my flashlight. So I've previously carried a much smaller through light, little tiny keychain torch, but I've upgraded it to this here. So this is called a Sofirn SC18. It's an LED torch. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs, all the specifications, that sort of thing. So the headline figures then are 1800 lumens. It's IPX8 waterproof, and you charge it using a USB-C charging cable. This is perfect for EDC, and you can pick them up for about 25 quid. So that's my flashlight. Now I did mention that this is my EDC for summer, and during winter I would replace that with its bigger brother. So this is the Sofirn SC33. Once again, this is an LED torch. It's a bit bigger, it's a bit heavier, but it's a hell of a lot more powerful as well. So again, headline figures, 5200 lumens, IPX waterproof, charge it using a USB-C cable, and you can pick these up for about 55 quid. Absolutely superb piece of kit. Now, in the past I have actually used Phoenix torches, but I don't know, I'm just not, they're a lot of money for what you pay for them, and I think there is much better value out there now. So basically this is my winter torch, that's my summer torch, so we'll leave it at that. Now I will always carry with me a small notebook and a pen. So I tend to favour this sort of thing here. Look, these little tiny ones with the little band round them just to keep everything together. Now this is about 1/3 of the overall thickness, and I basically, as and when I use the pages, I just tear them out. So I'm soon be due for another one of these. So I always have something to write on, and I always make sure I have a nice pen with me. Now the pen which I favour the most is this one here. So this is made of aircraft grade aluminium. It's a beautiful pen to write with. It's really lightweight. It's got a nice ergonomic design. It's got the glass breaker at the top there, look, and it writes absolutely lovely. So this is my favourite pen, which I'll always have a pen like this with me. Now I do actually have another addition to my little collection, and this is quite a recent one which I purchased from Amazon. Now this is a Smooth Pro ballpoint pen. Now this is actually made of solid brass, so inevitably it's going to be a lot heavier than the other one, which is made of aircraft grade aluminium. So this has got these sort of like little bolt action there, look, just to release the point on the end. Okay, and also it has the glass breaker, and you know, it's these glass breakers I think are really important because it just gives you that extra degree of confidence that if God forbid you're ever in an accident, you will have something which will enable you to break the glass, you know, the windows in your vehicle, or indeed to help somebody else. When you think that this could save your life or somebody else's, you know, there's not a discussion point really, is there? So I do swap these out. That cost about £10. I imported that from abroad about 3 or 4 years ago. This is a recent addition from Amazon, cost about 15 quid. Like I say, I swap them out. One's as good as the other in many respects, but that's the lighter one and therefore the easiest to use and therefore my favourite. Now we also have another new addition to my EDC, and these are absolutely fantastic. So I bought a few of these recently, and basically they're small eyeglass screwdriver sets. Now these cost less than 4 quid from Amazon. You get 2 in one of these little containers. Look, they're absolutely fantastic. I've given some of these away, and I've also got some of these stored in different bags which I use just to make sure I've always got something with me. And the reason I've got these is because I wear spectacles. So anyway, look, obviously keychain, very small, and they have a couple of different so look, you've got the flat edge on there, look, I don't know whether you can see that, hopefully you can, and you've also got the little Phillips, and you've also got this you've got something on the end there, look. Yeah, I don't really know what you'd use that for, but anyway, look, you know, it's there just to fidget with or play with, whatever you want to do. But anyway, look, this is absolutely fantastic. So for less than £2 each, you've got a really handy little tool there, look, just in case you need to tighten up the screws on your spectacles. Obviously that also covers things like your sunglasses as well. And yeah, they're absolutely fantastic, absolutely love them. So these are great just to have around in case you need it, and also they make fantastic little gifts. So the other thing is a nice long USB charging cable. This is the type C, look, on the end there. So that I find that that's the most common, so you know, you get a nice fast charge using one of these. Now the other thing which I will always have with me is a multi-tool. Now I've always carried one of these, this little tiny one here, look. I've had it for a good few years now. It's made by Rolson, and generally speaking, you know, you wouldn't place too much faith or confidence in something made by Rolson because it is a very sort of bit of a crappy brand really, to be honest with you, but let me tell you something, I've had this for a good few years now, and it's an absolutely fantastic little multi-tool. As usual, you know, you've got all your little screwdrivers, a couple of little blades, you've got the all important pliers on the end here, and they really do fit together very well indeed. There's little if any play on there, but the only problem with it is very heavy. So I'm looking for a replacement to this, but until I find a replacement, I'm going to continue carrying this with me. So there's the multi-tool. Can't remember how much I paid for this, but I seem to think I bought it from Sainsbury's Homebase for about £8, something like that. Anyway, it's peanuts, but that is an absolutely excellent quality tool. I'm delighted I've got it, and do you know what? Even if I do get a replacement for that, I'm not even going to give it away because it's such a good little tool. So in addition to that then, I always carry some spare medications with me just so I don't get caught short, and also some painkillers. I can only take paracetamol, so just keep a few spares in there. They're always with me, along with some alcohol gel. That just become one of my staples these days, you know, following the C word. I always have one of those with me. So let's put that to one side. I also always carry with me a spare bag for life, just rolled up really tightly with a laggy band on there, look. So yeah, I just find that these are, I know it sounds a bit random, but these are just so useful if you want to sort of stop somewhere, pick up a little bit of last minute shopping. You know, you can use this as a seat cover if you want to sit down somewhere wet. It will double up as a portable toilet. The uses for these are limited only by your imagination, so I always have one of these with me. Let's just stick that over there, shall we? So we're coming towards the end now, folks, and I did mention that this was a summer EDC, so as soon as the sun comes out, then guess what? The caveman always has his sunglasses, so we have a pair of sunglasses there, look. These do have a prescription lens, and absolutely love them a bit. So I'd go with Specsavers. Some people, you know, slag the place off, but I like Specsavers. I think they do provide decent value for money, and I certainly don't have any problems with them. So yeah, pair of sunglasses. Now the only other thing which I haven't mentioned yet, and this has just become a habit of mine since the C word, I don't have a mask with me anymore. I mean, I've got loads of folding masks, but I haven't been carrying one, so therefore I'm not going to include it because it would be disingenuous. But I always have a strong pair of nitrile gloves with me just in case. And you know, if for example you cycle or you've got a quad bike or scooter, something like that, it's always handy to have a nice pair of nitrile gloves, something to stop your hands getting absolutely covered in grease and oil. So the very last thing to mention then is the bag which I carry all this stuff in. I mean, clearly I'm not going to carry all that stuff in my pockets, am I? So this is by far and away my favourite man bag. This is made by Maxpedition. It's called the Proteus Versipack. I've done a review on this. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Got a nice big compartment there. Got another one on the outside, look, you know, a couple of little pockets, you know, you can put whatever you want in there. A couple of little holders there for your pens. Some little pockets on the side. One either side, look. And you can actually get a thin bottle of drink in there. You've also got some of this sort of webbing on the front here, look. You've got some really nice strong clips. You can really cinch this down using this very hard wearing material here, look, these straps. And on the back here, look, you've got loads more of this webbing. Now you can carry this in a couple of configurations. that's a carrying strap there, look. So if you don't want a strap with you can just use this handle. Alternatively, you can use a shoulder strap. If you don't want to use a shoulder strap, then basically you can use this as a bum bag, or fanny pack as they call it in the US. And you know, this works brilliantly in all of those configurations there, look. The only thing I would say is the fact that if you're going to use it around your waist as a bum bag, you know, don't go and pack the thing out, because it will get very heavy and therefore uncomfortable, and it might sort of pull your trousers down. So anyway, look, you know, that is my favourite bag for carrying my EDC in. So there we go, look, this is my bag of choice. This is the Maxpedition Proteus Versipack, absolutely perfect for EDC. I do have a slightly bigger bag and also a variety of rucksacks and day bags, but this is the one which I will always choose unless I know that I'm going somewhere and I need something with a much greater capacity. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. You take care. Bye bye.